Hey, Brett here with Boho Vans. Today is the Philly Special. This is built on a 2025 RAM ProMaster 2500. We got the Steelcraft running boards down below, the Flatline Vanco roof rack up top, Fiamma F45S awning. This awning is actually, it provides a ton of shade, out about 9.5 feet, I believe, from the van. In Arizona, we call that added real estate, and the state probably would even want a taxi on it. And then up top, we have two 250 watt rich solar panels. We have our RTX 2000 roof AC up there, and we also have a max air fan, but we'll be able to show you some of that from the inside. This customer chose a beautiful light oak floor. So starting from the ground up, let's make it nice and bright. They got a nice, beautiful matte gray laminate that we put on everything. Coming in, they actually did kind of a premium package on their van here. We have leather seats that also swivel directly from the factory. These swivel by just pulling these paddles up and getting it going like there, and then you can actually adjust the seat back. But these are actually really nice high-end feeling seats directly from RAM. Something to note is that we have our butcher block countertops basically on all of our surfaces throughout the van, along paired with our beautiful red cedar. It's kind of a staple of our look and our feel to make it super inviting and homey for you as you get to go out in your travels. This guy is actually a bench that you can sleep on as well if you'd want to. So the way that works is we just undo these little knobs and it conveniently comes down into its actual bench sleeping position here. And then we bring our cushions down in, and simple enough, we have an awesome little spot that you can actually lounge out, take a snooze. You want to snooze? Some of you might get the joke. Going back up is just as easy. We bring that cat back up. He's out of the way real quick. We'll bring it up piece by piece. That's kind of the easiest way to do these. Extend the first portion, and we'll just lock that down. And then we'll loosen the bottom one. We'll extend that bottom portion, and then we'll lock that guy down. Easy peasy. Under these benches though, this side, we have a Laveo dry flush toilet. The adult diaper genie. Customers have really told us, tried and true. We haven't really gotten into the details on how well it works because, you know, that's all your own personal business, but they have said that this works fantastic. Right next to the bench, we have our pull-out pantry. So these are tall enough that you can actually fit bottles of wine in here if you want, boxes of cereal. That's why we measured them to this level. Up top, we can also put snacks. Everybody loves the road snacks. If we're looking at this bench back here, we have more storage ready to hang out for you. Just a ton of gear storage. When we're going around the van, it's always a plus to add more storage. Up top, tons of storage coming up. Customers gonna be traveling for extended travel. That's why we added a little bit of a longer, more accessible overhead storage cabinets. These are all secured by these ball bearing latches. So every one of our drawers has like a 15, 20 pound pull on it to keep all the drawers closed when you have your items in there and traveling down the road. Cycle into our kitchen. First off, probably notice, very nice butcher block flip up countertop that adds to our entire kitchen length. Great for prep. On top of our sink, it's a Rivati sink that comes with its own cutting board, so you can kind of work on that as you're prepping your dinner. And here we also have a vegetable strainer and then a nice deep large sink, so you can actually get some use out of it when you're on the road. Up here we have our nice gooseneck faucet that you can use in here, spray stuff off outside. People getting too close, bears getting in here. Not quite bear mace, but might work, who knows. Right next to that, dual burner induction cooktop. Then we have our dimmer switch over here if we're staying up top. That actually, it just controls our kitchen zone. Next to that is a 110 volt outlet paired with a USB-C on that. 2025 was last year. 2026, moving forward, we might even upgrade from there, who knows. No more storage, drawer under here. We'll talk about these guys, so let's bring them out in a sec. More storage going next, right? We got these guys all coming out. Storage for days. Customer just wanted more drawer space. This is a nice little mini closet for the client that they wanted. Down below that, pull this out for our bed step box combo. Box, storage. Am I saying storage too much? I don't think anybody's gonna get sick of hearing storage in a van. Allows you to be able to get on up here, hanging on up on the bed. Climate control wise, we're automatically looking at our RTX 2000 air conditioner. This guy's gonna work very well for you up to 90, 95 degrees-ish. Arizona, we get a little bit hotter than that, so we might recommend other things a little above and beyond that if you're hanging out by us in the middle of the summer, but a lot of people aren't. We also have our max air fan. This is push-pull, 10 different speeds. It also has a rain sensor on it so that if it starts raining out, it'll close itself up if you have it going. On the foot of the bed, client asked us to add an extra outlet for them in case they wanted to mount a TV later on. So that's sitting right there, plus USB and USB-C. We have these great LED reading lights. These also have a USB on the top, rather on the bottom of them. Another accessibility thing is low storage rack. We're gonna have to do drink every time you hear the word storage. Hopefully we'll get you drunk on this. And so we have another little storage shelf sitting up here for you. The books, the cell phones when you're reading at night, nice little area. Probably a good way that you can actually store your Max Air fan remote and then also your remote for your RTX 2000. They work, trust us. Next to this, we have our Starlink rocker switch. Now we have high-speed internet. We also have our dimmer switches over here. The one closest to the bed, that's gonna be kind of all of our surround main cabin lighting. That's gonna create the nice ambiance for that. And then our kitchen lighting is on the switch closest to the dinette area. You get to turn that up. Choose your jam on that. Ebersprocher heater, more climate control. Let's get you out in negative temperatures. You're gonna be nice and toasty in here. No problem at all. Below that, we have a way to track everything that we're doing in the van and hanging out. We have our Victron BMV 700. So this is gonna tell us how many amps or watts we're using. You know, your watt heads or your amp grinders as we call you. Whatever you wanna read as far as power usage and consumption, gives you your voltages. It tells you how many hours you have left at your current usage rate. We turn our induction cooktop on and then we start using it. Well, we could actively have it on the hour meter and then it'll tell us you have X amount of hours. You have 50 hours you can run your system at that. You have 5 hours you can run your system at that current usage rate. One last thing for cooking, nice little contour microwave sitting above our kitchenette, along with the customer requested a beautiful little spice rack. To turn our water and everything on before we get out of here, we have our water pump switch up top. It's gonna light up blue, and then our gauge here is gonna tell us exactly how much water we got in here. Sitting at full, ready to go. Down below, red, hot water. So now we've turned on our hot water heater. So we're getting ready for taking showers, or we just wanna warm our hands up because we did go out in negative degree temperatures with our Ebersprocher heater. And so now we get to warm our water up. So that's how those two guys work. We have our NRX 115 refrigerator down here. It also has a freezer up top. We use this all the time for going to shows with the vans, loading up with popsicles and things in the summer. It's a big fan favorite when we get to hand them out to the public. Down below, we can also get into our more storage locker and also our gray tank that we have waiting for us that captures all of our water down from the sink. This is also accessible through the outdoors. We're accessing the gray water from the outside. Customers ask us, where do I put it? What do I do with it? You had a campfire? Pitch it on your campfire. Only you can protect or prevent, right? Only you can prevent forest fires. Up here, this is just venting for our entire kitchenette area. So it helps vent when we're running our cooktop or the refrigerator, just to keep everything and all the appliances working as best possible. These are actually bug wall screens. These things are fantastic. They come on down, and as easy as this, when you pull up on a campsite, there you have immediate mosquito protection, and they close up with these great little magnet features. You can open them up and get them so they can hang up and stay out of your way. Great little feature. A lot of customers actually add these on. I'd say probably 60% of our customers add those to their rigs. We have an outdoor shower that we post on the door that is actually part of our water box in the back. Again, a very standard feature that we add into almost every single one of our builds unless a customer wasn't to ask for it. Having this is actually a great option that not only are you hosing off and being a human washer, you get the furry friends, you can hose them off, and it's also a good gear washer before you're stowing things back in your garage area. So really cool, multi-purpose once you kind of start thinking about the use case of it. On this side, we have our water box. So you can turn this on and off our whole water system on and off from either the back of the van or inside of the van like we showed you before. And then we can choose our hot and cold temperature bias right there. As we look at the water box, our water pump and our water heater are very accessible for us to be able to service if needed. The water heater, the only servicing we're gonna be doing is winterizing the van, right? So we wanna winterize the van, and it's as easy as turning the little garden hose valve, basically right there, you can touch it, and then also putting an extra little length of hose onto this, just screws in normal garden hose, and then opening these valves, let it drain out. You don't need to run your pump to death trying to winterize your van. A little trade secret to a lot of this, let's say we have our hose off, we've drained our tank, you run the pump for maybe a quick 10, 15 seconds, leave the lines open, and then just undo one of these lines, put a little air pressure into that, maybe 15, 20 PSI, along with your sink being open. It'll help purge the system of a lot of that residual water that can stay in there, just making it as safe as possible to store it away in freezing temperatures. Right here, we have our awesome pull-out tray. This guy is beefy. We did this. These are 500-pound rails. This is substantial. You can sit, hang out in this, do what you want to do, chill spot, or use it as the intended use, load it up with as much gear as you really want. Push this in out of the way, and then we're looking at the star of the show. This is what is making your life as easy as possible. We have our Victron Multi Plus 2. It's an inverter charger. This guy is a 3,000 watt, 12 volt inverter charger. If we're plugged into shore power, we're able to bring that in through our inverter and charge our batteries. The second way that we would be able to charge our batteries is through solar. So we got our solar panels up top, we got our 500 watts, bringing it down into our solar controller that's down in there on the bottom. And then up above that, we also are using the Orion XS 50 amp charger off of the engine while we're running the engine. In this van, we have two of the Battleborn Game Changer 3 batteries. They are 270 amp hours a piece, meaning we have 540 amp hours of power available to us. Again, quick, easy, accessible diagnosis of things. Winterizing storage or something goes sideways on us, we have our DC blade fuses right here, easy to access. Then we also have our 110 breaker box for all of our breakers and 110 loads down there. When we're looking next to this, we give you a nice convenient outdoor outlet. So you want to hang up some string lights, get a little bit fun with the camp area, you can plug it into there. Working on pumping up the paddle boards, kayaks, or the tubes for the kids just to hit the lake. We make it nice and easy and accessible for you. Again, if we're talking about storing the van, or for some reason we want to disconnect the batteries from the system, we have an easy kill switch right here. Here's a master switch, you turn it off, isolate the batteries, and you're done. We have our butcher block flip-up countertop right here, hanging out. Maybe we're getting all like the gear ready and stuff, or putting the tubes together, or the accessories together for our paddle boards. Something broke, or we just got a nice little lunch on going on as you can show off your electrical system to your friends. The next thing that we're gonna show you in the back here is our Starlink Mini, mounted conveniently right up in the back. What that's gonna provide for us is high-speed internet. This is tried and true. You can go down the rabbit holes with the internet, but rave reviews from us. You can run that in either a 12 volt configuration, a 24 volt DC configuration. They're very robust, they work very well, so it's something that we highly recommend when customers ask. Insulating the van, the windows, there's really no insulation here. We do have insulation that we put up top, we put behind these panels, but we do use van-made gear. They're blackout and insulators, about as convenient and easy to install and purposeful as possible. Customer went with a couple sets of those. We're not using them conveniently. They just kind of hang out up top. That is, I believe, the whole shebang. This is the walkthrough. You got questions, you can ask us. This is Boho Vans, and that's what we do.